Guys, I think it's time we check up on our old pal Verity, because the absolute savant, the genius, horror skunks, around 2 weeks ago, so I'm late as hell with this, released his sequel to the original Verity song, the shit, the Verity band, Be My Friend. Originally, it was just It's Me, It's Verity, a solo act. This time he's got a whole troupe, and I gotta be honest, having watched this already, like, this guy came through with like a fresh concept that I am very excited to share with you. Just immediately using the video co-pilot shockwave effects, man, that's gonna be with me until I'm 90. I remember when those things first got dropped as a free pack. It set the Call of Duty sniping community on fire if you were an editor. Inspired choice that he decided to put on the Minecraft Steve outfit while he was digging up the box of Verities. I wonder if in the chronology of the Verity canon, if this guy is the same dude who got his brain stolen in the last video, card at the end of the video if you want to check out the original, or if it's the next guy who's gonna go on to have his brain stolen from him. It's gonna become clear very quickly what the core conceit of this video is. Dude, the hook was immediately catchy. I knew when that shit came on in my ears when I was watching this ahead of recording this video, I started humming it to myself and I was like, God damn it, Skunk's got me again! But now, instead of there being a singular Verity smiling ball that we have to contend with, there are 4, and they represent different emotions, I'm pretty sure. Some rather odd ones that at least the video can acknowledge the weirdness of. But right now we have blue, yellow, pink, and green. I guess it's like adding RGB to the yellow that we already had if you like want to keep it within color theory. As you can see from the screenshot, with Verity's gnarly-ass teeth and his old-ass 80s mic, they are just completely dropping the facade. There's no more smiley ball who knows everything, and that you can think to yourself, hey, maybe I can make like a cohesive argument for why this could be useful in my life. No, they're just like the gangly, scary versions that have really, really sunken-in rib cages where you can see every individual bone, and they might as well just be spooky, scary skeletons, because like this skin isn't doing shit for them, man. It's not holding a single organ inside their body.
I'm the one who knows it all. I can give you anything.
I kind of fuck with them respecting with the original Verity characterization where yes, he's the smart one, he's the brains of the group, he's the guy who knows everything. This crown is not real, they did not put it on his head practically, this is just some incredible 3D model tracking, like look at this shit.
I can give you anything.
There's like some minor discrepancies in like how it moves around on the guy's head, but he's doing really quick movements with that noggin of his. So you can't hate on the 3D render artist too much, and it just kind of shows you like how much unironic effort goes into this shit, because this whole thing was filmed on an actual location, and this dude had to get masked out so that Verity could go behind him and talk over his shoulder like the devil sitting on it. Okay, I'm gonna give you a singular content warning, but not tell you what it is for, but this pink smiley ball face, I think might be the weirdest of them all.
Let's go make it, baby.
I think that's the thumbnail. Particularly inspired shot, just looking up at her, like between her legs where, you know, the deed would have been done, I suppose. And I think if she asked me this question, I would have to respectfully decline, let's not make a baby. I'm not ready for kids. I'm a killer robot. I would have to, like, install a modular penis to even make that possible, and I'm just not interested, man. Listen, being made of metal, which is objectively superior to being a sentient being of flesh, even a slightly supernatural one, these hardware parts cost money. I'm not spending the limited budget that I have on this shit.
What the come on.
I do respect that they included that was weird as fuck instead of just kind of like Spider-Man and Elsa gets pregnant videoing it, where it's like pretending that it's not at all odd.
So long, be my friend, sing my tune.
That's how you know the chorus is about to come in, because the verse's last line always has a thing about how we're about to bring the fucking catchy part you remember back in. A classic staple of songwriting, and like I'd love that he's just grabbing his ass like he's trying to stop shit from falling out his butt because he's gotten scared so damn bad. It's kind of fucked up that they robbed us of the marketability of the smiling ball faces and decided to, like, you know, still make them floating heads like a Marvel 2019 poster. But instead of it being a friendly, welcoming little guy, it's gonna be the hyper-realistic alien heads that we've modeled for each of them. I wonder if they got so granular in the detail as to give them, like, different dental defects. Like, do you think the plaque on every single one of their buck teeth is different? I'm kind of bullying them for their teeth, but realistically, like, if we actually had this full set of dentures, they would be pretty healthy. The main issue for them is that that their cheeks go wide as hell so you can see too many teeth at once, which is just inherently unsettling. This like backing into the guy standing right behind him and then the over-the-shoulder angle to show him looming is so reminiscent of Freddie W stuff. Like, I've seen this in at least 2 Corridor Digital videos with like VFX that probably only barely got as good as this video's worst moments. Bohemian Rhapsody reference, I respect it. The chorus almost sounds like it if I think about it, like, I'm just a poor boy from a poor family. You know the song.
I know everything too.
What's 2 plus 2?
It's obviously 5.
Okay, the blue guy and Verity clearly have the dynamic of that one thought experiment where it's like, you don't know if the door in front of you leads to hell or heaven. There are 2 guards there. One always tells the truth and one always lies. What question do you ask both of them? The blue guy's going, I know everything too, but like the things that I know are all incorrect. Verity is somehow your greatest ally in the predicament that you found yourself in, and you need to suss out which of them is actually the yellow one. Let's assume you're colorblind for the sake of this joke to work. Wait, what the fuck am I looking at? Does that one have hair? What the hell is showing up in the bubble, man? That looks like a genuine FNAF animatronic. Like, he has real eyeballs and actual design. You think that's what Bond from the Walton Files looks like if you take off his skin? He's actually severely malnourished and is in desperate need of help. Red Cross, get on this shit. Oh my god, look at my boy Verity. He got reduced to fucking background vocals. He doesn't even get to be the guy closest to the mic or holding the guitar. Both buffs as far as like your reputation goes when we're talking about these bands and their fandom. You've fallen so far, man, but unfortunately you're washed up and wrinkly and you need to put on some Vaseline on your lips. Put on some Burt's Bees, dude. Look at them chapped ass shits.
Follow curiosity.
Come on, it's so long.
The green guy doesn't even get like a full line. He just kind of gets one rip and he's like, follow curiosity, guys. Please, please, you definitely want to follow me to this dark alleyway. Nothing's gonna happen to you, I swear.
Follow curiosity.
Come on, it's so long. Be my friend, sing my song.
I fuck with the fact that this protagonist is a lot more active than the guy in the first Verity music video because that dude was asking all sorts of stupid questions under way less pressure than this guy is. The original guy Horror Skunks played was just kind of a moron, like asking Verity about all sorts of shit that like he already knew the answer to instead of using his limited time to actually get some real world-changing info. What's the capital of France? It's Paris, dipshit. I don't know if it's because he's wearing a Steve outfit, but this particular main character is actually able to enact some agency in the world around him, deciding to fight back when he's standing on incredibly worse odds, just fighting against a whole troop of 4 of these supernatural monsters. He did not last long, bro. That's at least a crushed ribcage, not even beginning to think about what they're about to do to this poor guy's fucking body. Oh my god, they're tearing it to pieces. And that's really good masking on the 3D models part. Like, you can see the line, like, where the lighting doesn't entirely match up, but Jesus Christ, you can barely tell there's a lick of green screen on that. It's just really well done. And then the motion of it actually moving across the backdrop works really well. And for these quick shots, it's very, very, very well done. My hats go off, genuinely, unironically, to the people who worked on this music video. They are all fucking working professionals. Oh my god, dude, they have him stretched out like Kane did Pomni in the Digital Circus, dude. What the fuck happened to you, man? Steve is not supposed to be that long. He's supposed to be made of blocks. Went from like an 8 out of 10 cosplay to 3 out of 10 because, like, what do you mean you have curves now? This head is clearly masked on to like the stretched bits that make up his body now. I just like imagining him standing in front of a green screen, pretending to make faces of him screaming in agony, none of which were gonna get used in the final music video because we have to be able to hear the song. Oh, that's the dichotomy. Truth, false, ask, love. So you have green being curiosity, the literal avatar of wanting to ask a question at all. And then you have like blue, who is the lie, like the wrong answer. Verity, who is the truth. He just knows everything straight up. What the fuck does love have to do with this, man? Like, odd man out over here. Like, who let you into the club? How did you get your name on the list?
Smile, Annie, smile, take a pic, make a choice, tick, 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 tick.
Oh, That part is catchy. That tick, 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 like, really brings it together, man. And, like, they're just doing a parody of the Full House intro, or my preference, the parody of that they did on a late night show where Usher thought he was gonna be in the middle, but they kept him to the bottom left. Sorry, it wasn't Full House. I don't know why they said it, but it was the Brady Bunch, and they had a bunch of celebrities parody it. And just look at Usher in the bottom left over here, thinking that he's gonna be in the middle.
We are the champions. We are the champions.
It was just mean as fuck to do that to him after he had, like, already recorded the bit, man. Like, at that point, you kind of got to give it to him unless you personally want to give his ego a few buckshots to the skull.
Who falls has love, make a smile, and he smile, make a
Man, I was getting really happy seeing, like, the little smiley ball versions of them. Just a squished little Verity activates something in my brain that really appreciates, like, cuteness factor, man. It kind of sucks. I wish we got to see more of them as little cute balls instead of their ugly horror render selves.
True falls has love, make a smile, and he smile, make a pick, make a choice, kick, kick.
This is the face that Odysseus was making when he went by the sirens. This is probably what he heard while sailing by, man. It's everything he ever wanted in life, and he knew that he couldn't have it.
Pick, make a choice, kick, kick, kick.
Is this the part where his brain explodes and they get to harvest it and put it back in the box and move on to the next guy? See, it just comes back to the fact that Verity was always seeking companionship. Him and all the different versions of him just wanted someone who could actually stand up to their intellectual might and stimulate them in the way that, like, the first guy just physically wasn't capable of. Oh my god, wait, does this guy get to live and he just closes the box and he has to pass it on to the next guy like Sonic.exe to get rid of the curse? Good choice. Destroy the box, big fella. You have the right idea, and you are using a Fortnite pickaxe now. How the fuck did that shit have an item skin on it? Oh, they got him back. Okay, yeah. Sorry, man. It was never gonna happen for you. Oh, they made another one. They're fucking transforming people? I completely missed that on my first watch through. Holy fuck. These guys are gnarly. That's how they've been making new ones. They're just kidnapping actual people. He grabs the mic and hops into the band, and now it's a 5-man troupe. He gets to be the red text in the Verity band logo. He doesn't get his own smiley face yet until they do an actual gig. Now, it really appears that this saga is not over, because Horror Skunk says that there is more coming yet. Obesity and levity. Something is coming in 9 months, and it's Verity related, so I can only imagine that's a completion of this trilogy. I haven't watched this full video, or honestly, the original promotional video for the song that we just watched, like Verity Won't Let You Leave. If this video does well, I'll round out the trilogy while we wait fucking 9 months for the final song to come out, and just go through those videos individually. Well, no, we'll do it in one video. But like we'll make it a double feature. Anyways, that's all I got. Be sure to follow me on Twitter with a Y. That email's in the description if you guys want to send me any video topics. Use code Y to get 10% off Cheeky Soap in the description. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe and notifications on. Anyways, piss off.